right, elementary teachers. I believe we have Ariana this week. And I think we're back on rotation, and so you and Mac are together. So proud of you guys, the way you teach, and just get engaged. Both of you, you're co-teachers, so share the lesson. I've seen you guys really working well together and doing things with each other, and so I really appreciate that, and just using each other's gifts. And so you've got your pre-lesson activity, your coloring book, and so we're close. I'm not quite there yet, but I'm contemplating putting some of the board games back out and some of the toys, especially some of the Legos because of the lesson. And so I'm praying through that and seeing, can we do that as safely as possible. And so that might be coming back soon, because we are in our last week and we jump into blueprints next week, and you'll get an email next week about that. And so pre-lesson activity, and then we're jumping into this activity called the final countdown. And so you're going to play rock, paper, scissors, but there's a twist. And so what you're going to do is you're going to squat for rock, you're going to forward lunge for scissors, and you're going to do a jumping jack for paper. And so squat for rock, split lunge, or called scissor lunges for scissors, and then jumping jack for paper. And so, and the other thing is, and we'll have the song Final Countdown in your hopefully in your room. It might be kind of hard with the YouTube. If you've got your phone and you want to play the Final Countdown on your phone, that'd be great too. So maybe that'll be easier to do. But here's what's going to happen. They're gonna go head to head, and when they lose, they become a cheering partner for the winner. And you do that, and they follow each other until the end where you're down to two, and you got two teams, and they're cheering their person on. And you can do that as many times as you like until it's time for large group. And then we go into our large group time, and you guys know what to do. Be engaged. I think Nick is going to do the teaching this week, so I can get into service with Sunday just to go worship and take a time in there. And so I'm looking forward to that. So have fun, be engaged with them. Don't just sit in the back. Bring the blue chairs to the front, sit down on the floor if you want, but be engaged, worship with them so they see you worshiping. And again, if you hear God saying something, go pray that over those kids. And then come back, you have a snack, you got your questions to walk through. Really, again, don't be afraid of silence. Don't be afraid to lead them a little bit, but don't be afraid to give them an opportunity to think about the questions and answer. You're reading Mark 8:33, and again, the story today is Mark 8:31 through 38. Mark 8:31 through 38. Please read over that, know it in your own heart and your head. What is God speaking to you through that, and know that ahead of time. And then you've got a final activity and a game plan, and I'm still kind of working on how we're going to put this together. It's sports beads and letter beads. I don't know how many letter beads we've got, honestly. I purchased a bunch of stuff ahead of time. And so we tried to be mindful of spending and making sure we had the equipment we needed. So we'll have that some sort set up of some kind of bracelet. But if you've got enough letters, you can have them spell out Jesus or Jesus MVP or Team Jesus, or just a C and an A for challenge accepted. Or they can just make a bracelet and be reminded of the colors and the sports, and see, just as they make it, be talking about the lessons and those kind of things. And so just read through that on your activity game plan and just kind of be prepared to alter that a little bit if needed. And then finally, you're going to do a stadium chant or a cheer. And actually, so here's what I would do, because this is what we're doing in the toddler class. They're doing the wave. And so line them up, and I really like this idea, and I think it's easier. They're not having to come up with a chant, but so line them up and teach them how to do the wave. And then you start at one end, 1 John 5:5, who is it? And just have them do the wave and keep going back. So end to end doing the wave. And as they get through, who is it? And just try and start slow and then see if they can get it going really fast. And just see what happens. Just have fun with it. If you want to do a chant, that's fine too. Again, read through a small group guide and you'll figure that out. All right, so looking forward to you guys. I'll be around Sunday morning, then I'm headed to Waco for a kids pastor conference, which I'm really excited about. I'm really looking forward to hopefully bringing some nuggets home of really how to teach our kids how to hear God's voice and just do some of those things. So be in prayer for that if you would. Again, be in prayer for your kids. Pray for them during the time. Be prayer for our parents and the discipleship process. And just have a good time and plant some seeds and really begin to disciple our kids this week. All right, I love you guys, and I'll see you Sunday.